Hello twin flames and welcome to this reading. So this is really a bit like a part 2 of the masculine reading today, but I want to do, and they're guiding me to do, a divine masculine overview for 2022. Some of the things they may have distracted with themselves this year and why. Maybe they've been doing certain things and you weren't really sure why, or maybe they started out at the beginning of the year doing certain things and then they stopped doing those things and you're really wondering why. Well, we're going to use the Divine Masculine Distraction deck to really get to the bottom of this, the nitty gritty. So you can really move into the new year with a sense of closure and healing, knowing why they do the things they do. And everyone's masculine is different, even though they are learning the same kind of lessons. So these messages will, maybe one card or two cards will resonate with a few of you. So take the bits from this reading that resonate with your situation and leave what doesn't. But they're really guiding me to do this. So as we move forward, angels, one of the masculines been distracting with themselves in 2022, and why? What have the masculines been distracting themselves with and why? What have they been distracting themselves with and why? Okay, let's start with this then. Now, the first one that jumped out, and this is just making me smile. I'll tell you why in a second. So we've got football. Now, this is just making me smile because they may even be dreaming about these things, because my masculine the other night dreamt about football. Because I said to him, what did you dream about last night? And he said football. And I was like, okay then. So I'm not surprised that football has come out now. If your masculine does sports of any kind, it's because it's a gladiator mindset. And, I saw the tennis card come out here as well. Look at this. We've got tennis, football, basketball. Let me just see if there is any more, kind of team sports here. So, yeah, we've got basketball, football, and tennis. Now, tennis isn't really a team sport, but you have to have a team spirit with your coach. You have to trust someone and trust yourself. But really, tennis players are gladiators. And I'm thinking as well about doubles. Maybe they're playing doubles with someone, and that's teamwork. But tennis is a gladiator mindset. It's the way you become number one, to be the best. And a lot of the masculines either play tennis or they like to watch tennis because it gives them that sense of achievement. Whereas football and basketball, it's more team sport. Even though tennis can be a team sport if they are playing with someone else. And this can be professionally, or it can be for fun, or it can be in a community environment. So this could be something also connected with your twin. So say if your twin, for example, is a footballer or is a basketball player or is a tennis player, that's going to resonate with you as well for your personal journey. If they are a celebrity at those things, if they are a pro at those things, professional. But if they like to do these for sport, for fun, for activities, even if it's a coach, they may be a basketball coach, they could be a teacher, sports teacher, maybe they're either coaching a football team or they're in one, or maybe their children are in one, or there's tennis involved. This is the need for more, the striving for something. Now, basketball is the desire to hit their goals. So if they've been playing basketball or they've been involved in this during 2022, it's showing you that they want to hit goals. They've had certain goals in their mind that they want to hit. Maybe they've hit them, maybe they haven't. But that's the desire. And the blue sky is also about clearer times ahead. Becoming clear about what these goals are. So I'm seeing the blue sky there as clarity. Clarity is what they want to do, what they want to achieve, where they're going. And they've becoming clear. There has still been some confusion around that, but they've been becoming clearer. Things have been a lot clearer about the outlook on life and what they need to do in 2022 as they prepare for the new year. They give me a little bit of fear there. Release fear. Okay, fear around not hitting the goals or not being enough, or why. And football is the desire for teamwork and mission. So if you think, why has he been playing football, or he's been distracting himself, it's the desire for more, to be in that team environment or that collective energy working on service. Feminists, you have that all the time because you have your teamwork here, because you connect with your community here, but also you're working on service, you're connecting with the angels are your team, you're connecting with your guides, the higher power, that's your team. Your team are also all the divine feminines who get you, people who get you, working on mission. But the masculines crave this. They may not be actively out there doing these things right now because they are coming into alignment with their true self. So they are seeking it out through football. And, there's all different kinds of football all over the world. They're also showing me things like rugby. So in England, for example, our football is with the feet, which is also about grounding, the earth. And, in America, they throw the ball, I think. Okay, let me know, you guys, which is about the pass, change and air, the air energy. So I really feel this is very much about the need for more if they're playing football and the desire for that teamwork. Sometimes the masculines get that from being online with friends if they're playing games, gaming online, if they're doing Fortnite or something like that. They're getting the same kind of bug or buzz that they would get through playing a team sport. So maybe they're playing football online or in a game, or they're playing basketball in a game or tennis in a game. But really it's the desire to be the best, to be your number one. Even when you're in a team, even though you have to work as a team, they still want to score goals to be the best player or to be the best, striker or whatever they do. There's always that there, because that's this competitive element of it, to be the best. They want you to see them at their best. They don't want you with anyone else. They want to be your number one. So it's this mindset of power. And, tennis players, they've got such power because when they serve, boom, the ball is fast. It's fast-paced energy. Tennis is fast. And it's brutal sometimes too. If you get hit by a ball at top speed, it can be very painful. We've got online. So if your masculine has been online a lot, but not reached out or not messaging much, they've been working out what to say. And you may be thinking, what? They were doing that in January, they still haven't reached out. But the masculines have to process a lot. And we've got typing. So maybe you even saw that he was typing a few times and you never received a message. And he's saying, I'm working out what to say. So if he's been online a lot, he may have actually been checking you out without you even being aware. Because the masculines don't really admit these things until you're in union or you're close to union, the things they do, because they feel daft, they feel vulnerable, they feel stupid and foolish. So he's saying, I've been online, just checking you out, wondering what to say and how to say it. We've also got, I'm just seeing what else there is here. So we've got hiking. Actually, let's bring this in first. We've got poetry, because poetry is connected with speaking the truth and expressing feelings. And he says finding words, and this is what he's doing here online, finding words to express all the romantic feelings and all the intense emotions they are holding inside. Now, you may think your masculine isn't a poet, but he may write lyrics of songs. They are really poetry in motion, poetry to music. He could write a social media post that's very expressive, and that's a form of poetry. Because remember, poetry doesn't always have to rhyme. So it's his way of expressing himself. So, maybe your masculine is a poet, and that really resonates with your personal situation. Maybe he's a writer, or maybe he's been writing a book or writing a blog or, getting words out. Maybe he's been doing a vlog. We express ourselves through video now too in this new day and age. So, if they're doing a vlog, it's their way of showing emotion about things they're passionate about, things they love to do. And we've got hiking. Their vision is clear at the top. So maybe they love hiking, walking, going up mountains. And you're like, why has he been doing that? Why? He's trying to gain clarity. So again, it really resonates with basketball, the desire to hit their goals. The view is clear at the top. And they need clarity on what words to say, how to express themselves, how to get these things out. You know, when we go hiking, we can be breathing in fresh air. You know, connecting with the outdoors, with nature, and that's when we're close to God. So this is what he's been doing. You may not even know it. You know, packing a bag like a rucksack is taking some belongings with you somewhere. So if he's been camping, you know, if he's been going outdoors doing things and maybe staying over somewhere, or he's been backpacking, or he's been traveling, it's because he's got this desire to move on and have adventures and do new things. We've got flying, the desire, and they give me this cleansing energy, the desire to fly high and leave the past behind, flying into the eagle, becoming the eagle this year. So flying. So that may mean, you know, they could be traveling somewhere. Maybe they've been doing a lot of traveling this year on aeroplanes. They may have learned to fly. Or maybe you're masculine as a pilot, or works in an airport, or, you know, does maintenance on aeroplanes or things like that. The desire to fly. The desire to fly high, to gain clarity and leave the past behind. So there's this real desire to move on. And, you know, travel, you know, whether he's doing it for business or pleasure, it's also about new things and experiencing new things. Things they will be cooking up. So we've got cooking or cooking. You know, we say cooking here in Stoke. So the need to nourish and satisfy themselves and you. So if they've started to learn to cook, or they've been cooking more meals, or spending more time in the kitchen, you know, this is why. Or maybe you're masculine as a chef, or, you know, has gone into that this year, or something like that. It's a need to nourish. Food is nourishment, and it can bring in satisfaction and pleasure if we eat foods we love. And they want to satisfy you, they want to satisfy themselves. So they may have been eating more. You know, think about how that resonates with your personal journey. It's making me hungry just thinking about it. And knitting, taking the time to do things right. So they may not have necessarily started knitting, because you might think my masculine is a real manly man, you know, or she would never do something that's so time consuming. But it's about knitting things together, knitting things back together, making things right, taking the time to do things right, because knitting is time consuming, but it creates something practical and something warm, like a big warm jumper. So the masculines are showing you what they've been doing is doing it the right way. It may have taken time, but it's all preparation for 2023. Which is where we are right now, on the precipice of what's to come. So as we enter this new year, I really want you to kind of gain an insight into why they do the things they do, or why they've been dreaming about doing these things, or talking about doing these things. So it's really to get a clearer view from the top. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.